Gaza Fieldworker, witnessing heartbreaking hunger and destruction amid conflict. The heart-wrenching reality of Gaza, a father's plea. For more than 21 months, the world has been a witness to unimaginable levels of devastation and loss in the occupied Gaza Strip. The relentless assault by Israel on the Palestinian population has resulted in the deaths of tens of thousands, obliterated entire families, leveled residential areas, dismantled essential infrastructure, and forcibly displaced nearly all of Gaza's inhabitants, leading to an unprecedented humanitarian crisis. Amnesty International has been collaborating with dedicated and highly skilled fieldworkers in Gaza. Against all odds, these brave individuals have continued to document human rights violations, visit sites of bombings, gather evidence, and share personal stories, all while striving to protect their families and cling to what little remains of their lives amid Israel's ongoing campaign of genocide. In this poignant narrative, one of our fieldworkers courageously reveals how his hopes for a ceasefire have been shattered. The harsh reality of his existence has become unbearable. His home lies in ruins, he and his family face the threat of displacement once more, and the scant food available is simply insufficient. He is filled with hunger, anxiety, and fear about what the future holds. When the ceasefire in Gaza was declared, we felt a surge of joy, believing we could finally return to our home in the northern region. We made our way back on February 8, but our hearts were heavy with fear rather than happiness, fearful that our home might have been completely destroyed. Fortunately, it still stood, though the front of the house bore the scars of shelling, and burn marks marred the walls. However, inside, we found no furniture, no clothes left behind when we were displaced in October 2023, and not even basic kitchen utensils remained. Our home had been ransacked. Yet, we chose to stay. We cleaned, repaired what we could, purchased some essential furniture, and adapted to our new reality, managing to live there for 3 months. We struggled to find drinking water, but at least during the ceasefire, we were not waiting for death to claim us. Then, the truce was broken, and war returned to seize what little remained of our spirits. By that time, the borders had been closed, prices skyrocketed, and essential goods began to vanish, piece by piece. I attempted to cultivate some vegetables in the small garden behind the house, planting mint, pumpkin, chili peppers, eggplants, and basil, hoping they would be readily available. But we soon faced a more significant challenge: hunger. There was no flour, no food. In an instant, our lives transformed into a living nightmare. The onslaught of violence. On May 15, the Israeli military invaded our neighborhood, launching indiscriminate shelling in the area. We fled our home amidst the chaos of gunfire and explosions, taking nothing with us. We dashed into the streets, lost and uncertain of where to go. We realized we had returned to the depths of suffering, displacement. We sought refuge in my daughter's modest home in Gaza City. It consists of 2 rooms, a small living area, and a kitchen. She, her husband, and their 2 children occupied one room, while we took the other. After 3 months of closed borders, even if flour could be found, its price was astronomical. To withdraw cash, one must pay up to 45% in commissions. For a large family like mine, expenses are exorbitant, and many food items have vanished from the markets. We long for various foods, and it has been months since we tasted meat, chicken, or sweets. We are enduring severe famine. A father's despair. We are heartbroken as we watch our children suffer from hunger. There is nothing to sustain life. Living in Gaza has become unbearable. We exist in a state of humiliation and degradation. While some limited aid trickles into the Strip, it falls woefully short of meeting the overwhelming needs, and even the meager supplies that do arrive reach only a fraction of the population. I am not ashamed to voice this publicly. I, along with my family and children, am hungry. I speak the truth as it is. We cannot endure the agony of hunger any longer. We are not weak, but the war has shattered our spirits, and the siege has left us hollow. We are not beggars. We are individuals deserving of our human rights. We are the people of this land. We are under siege. We are being starved. I have expressed what I feel, what every household in Gaza feels. Our children are hungry, and we are fighting to survive. We are battling for a single morsel of food. We are fighting for life. I am a human being. I am a father, a brother, a neighbor. I understand the pain of others because I experience it every moment. After we were displaced from our home in the north during the latest military incursion, Israeli forces advanced into our neighborhood for a brief period and destroyed every house. Our home was among those that were savagely demolished. They obliterated our memories within those walls, every moment we cherished over the past 9 years. The aftermath. Nothing remains now. We once had a beautiful, warm home filled with peace. In front of it was a small plot of land where we grew vegetables, olives, and thyme. We had a space for raising poultry and a spot to relax at the end of the day. Now, there is nothing left. No house, no land to cultivate. We are not only perishing from bombings. We are also dying from hunger. Hunger has ravaged homes, turned the elderly into weeping children, and made the simple act of eating bread a distant dream. We used to criticize the airdropped aid, deeming it dangerous and ineffective. On some occasions, the airdrop supplies even caused fatalities. Yet, it has become evident that it was more merciful than the current method of distribution, which claims dozens of lives daily. Humiliation. Disgrace. Death. Violence. Bloodshed. Grief. We are like the walking dead, wrapped in our own shrouds. We are not okay. Gaza crisis, baby dies from malnutrition amidst severe hunger. A tragic loss, starvation claims another innocent life in Gaza. In the heart-wrenching reality of Gaza, a 6-week-old baby, Yosef al-Safardi, lost his battle against starvation, marking a grim milestone in the escalating humanitarian crisis. The scene at Al-Shifa Hospital was a stark reminder of the dire situation, as the morgue worker carefully undressed the infant, revealing his emaciated frame, a sight that has become all too common. Yosef's father, Adham al-Safardi, recounted the family's struggle to provide even the most basic sustenance for their newborn. No formula, no supplements, no vitamins, he lamented. If you manage to find anything, it costs a fortune, around $100. This heartbreaking scenario is unfolding amidst warnings from doctors and aid organizations about the intensifying hunger crisis in the besieged Palestinian territory, exacerbated by ongoing military conflict. The Palestinian Health Ministry reported that 4 children were among the 15 fatalities attributed to severe malnutrition within a single 24-hour period. By the next day, 10 more lives had been claimed by starvation. These numbers, however, remain unverified by independent sources. More than 100 aid agencies have sounded the alarm, stating that mass starvation is rapidly becoming a reality in Gaza. Aid workers themselves are grappling with food scarcity, leading to individuals collapsing on the streets, as documented by the United Nations Humanitarian Agency. Despite Israel lifting its blockade in late May, the flow of aid has been severely restricted, leaving the population in dire straits. The United Nations confirmed that over 1,000 Palestinians have fallen victim to Israeli forces while searching for food since the introduction of a new aid distribution system by the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, GHF, in late May. Most of these tragic deaths occurred near GHF-run sites, which have faced controversy due to their US and Israel backing. Israel has not commented on the recent reports of children dying from malnutrition or the UN findings. Previously, they have maintained that they permit aid into Gaza, attributing delivery issues to the UN and Hamas. The GHF disputes the UN report statistics, emphasizing their aid contributions while urging others to enhance supply distribution. Inside Gaza, doctors report that the hunger crisis disproportionately impacts children and pregnant women. American surgeon Ambereen Slimy, serving at Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis, described the neonatal intensive care unit as overwhelmed with malnourished infants struggling to access formula or sufficient feeding. Slimy, who arrived via the non-profit Baitul Mal, noted widespread malnutrition affecting pregnant women, newborns, and hospital staff alike. Slimy observed that inadequate nutrition has led to secondary health issues, including increased infection rates. Elidelis Burgos, an American critical care nurse volunteering in Gaza, corroborated the widespread starvation caused by the Israeli blockade. She witnessed the dire effects not only in ICU patients but also among healthcare workers, who displayed signs of severe malnutrition, temporal wasting, muscle waste, and frailty. Food is scarce, Burgos stated, with almost nothing entering Gaza for months. 17-year-old Abdul Rahman Al Galban, who required specialized nutritional support due to cerebral palsy, was among the latest casualties. His mother, Marwa Al Galban, recounted the family's futile attempts to feed him with whatever scraps they could find at home. Desperation has led to chaotic scenes at the few remaining food distribution points in Gaza. Crowds gathered outside a small charity kitchen in Gaza City, one of the few still operational. Children climbed over each other, desperately holding out containers through the fence, hoping for a share of the limited food. Volunteer Riyad Saadat explained that the kitchen can only prepare about 15 pots of lentil soup daily, a meager offering that falls short of the massive demand. Asta Rajvanshi, a reporter for NBC News Digital, based in London, contributed to this report.